Okay, Nissan 350Z with a P0327 fault code, knock sensor circuit bank 1. This is the VQ35 3.5 litre V6. Okay, to get to the knock sensor, you're going to have to remove this plenum here on top. So you're going to need to disconnect all the hoses and things. The inlet manifolds are going to have to come off. So you want to get all your gaskets for the plenum and the inlet manifold all in preparation for this job. The knock sensor sits right in the center under the manifold there. If you look through the front chain cover, you can see it through this hole here. You don't need to take these side covers off. This is just the photo we have. Okay, if you look from underneath on the right hand side of the motor going up past the exhaust, you'll see this light blue plug up in here. Okay, so this is actually the other end of the loom that connects directly to the knock sensor itself. So we can use this to do some testing. This is where we first found we had a problem. So here is our wiring diagram. So this is our knock sensor here. With 1 and 2, that's the other end of that plug, the light blue plug here being F14 with 1 and 2. When we put an ohm meter between here and here, between these two pins, we had a very low resistance reading, meaning that we had a short somewhere in the system, and even when I disconnected from the other end, we still had that short. So this is what the loom looks like. This dark blue end connects onto the knock sensor itself. This light blue end is the one you can see at the back. They are notorious for having problems, including open circuit problems, so you want to check resistances on each wire individually and also across the two pins. While you may have a knock sensor fault, it's actually more likely that this loom is going to be your fault. Although in saying that, it is well worth changing the knock sensor while you're in there when you've got all that stuff off. Okay, so just to give an idea, this is our loom. Once it's out of the conduit, we've cut the plugs off each end because we use them making a new loom. Okay, but you can see this area here where you've got some form of connection under there, and that is all covered with like that horrible silicone-y stuff you get on door cards. So I haven't pulled it right apart, but we are connected onto each wire there with our ohm meter, and you can see we're getting about 2 ohms of resistance there, just between those two wires, and we should have an open circuit. There should be 2 individual wires going to our knock sensor there. Okay, and at this end here, I've just moved that a bit and ended up with an open circuit. So as I'm pushing on that end, I'm changing that resistance between open circuit and no resistance. So somewhere in this end of the loom is where our short is located. That's what the knock sensor itself looks like that bolts on. Make sure you get the torque spec for torquing down that knock sensor. They need to be torqued down to a specific spec, because if you do them up too tight you can actually damage them. So if you have a Nissan 350Z or anything with that VQ35 motor with a P0327 fault code, this is what you want to look at. This is your knock sensor, but mainly you want to be looking at that loom. And you can buy replacement looms, or you can have one made or make one yourself that does the job. Okay, I hope that has helped you out today. Don't forget to click the like button and also click the subscribe while you're there. We've got a bunch of diagnostic solutions and tips and tricks for professional mechanics like ourselves, and also for the serious DIYers at home. So click that subscribe and the bell so you get notified, and we will see you in the next video.